Hello, hello, hello. Welcome or welcome back to Leftover Wednesdays. Oreo's on my left and the kids are in the other room. It is a foggy, semi-misty, rainy day in San Francisco. And we're going to see how much money was left in my wallet this past week. I had the week off. My sister-in-law was here. I have no idea. I haven't really gotten a chance to look at my wallet. I've just been stuffing dollar bills. I know there's no 20s in there, but I did see a 5 and there's a bunch of ones. I've just been like shoving ones in different envelopes. I did not write where I spent any of my money. I did not have time. And yeah, I'm kind of excited and scared to see how much money I have left over. But before we start that, let's see what books I finished this week. I did finish 2 books. Which were the ones I was reading last week. And let's take out our reading challenge. I have this one right here by the Cabin Nook that we're going to be coloring 2 books in. And then I also have this one from my freebies on Ko-fi. This one we're not going to do anything to, but I was keeping up with this with Mini Monday. I decided to print the same one in cardstock and rewrite the months, as well as how many books I have read in each month. So right now in July, 8 books, and in August it's still ongoing, so we haven't written anything on it. But I will be writing how many books I read at the beginning of September in Leftover Wednesday. So we're moving it on over to this video right here. So first up, we have The Chow Maniac by Vivian Chen. I finished it. And I gave it 3 stars. Why did I give it 3 stars? I usually love these books. I did like The Chow Maniac. The problem is that this, to me, was a filler book. This is book 11, I think, in a series that has like a 12th book coming out in a month or 2. So for the first time out of reading 11 books from her, this is the first one that has felt kind of like a filler book. It was entertaining. It was like, ooh, whodunit kind of situation. But it was a very basic book where I kind of knew who had done it from like the beginning, which is always, to me, a downer because I want to be entertained. I want to think I know, but then, oh, gasp, it's not, or, or it may be, it could have been, but the story took them to a different, area. But this one was very, very roll of the eyes. Like, oh yeah, I didn't really have to read the whole book, So I gave it 3 stars because it was still entertaining. And I love Vivian Chen. So she never deserves 1 star or 0 stars. So let's see. Number 3. So we're going to be doing pink. And I forgot what pink we usually do for this. So let's do a pink. Here, I hope it's, is it the same one? Yeah, well, now it is. So we're going to be doing a 3-star here for The Chow Maniac by Vivian Chen. And then the second book I finished is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have read all her books. And this one, besides, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I think that's the name. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was probably my favorite. And then Atmosphere, this one is probably like my second favorite. For some reason, her queer stories kind of have a more impact on me. I feel the love, the falling in love, the not being able to be together situation, the way she writes things a lot more, not relatable, but relatable, I guess. I guess relatable. Her queer stories are very beautiful. And like, I think it's that because they're in different time periods where queer love wasn't accepted. It wasn't out in the open. There's a lot more, I guess, drama, but also longing for, the love, acceptance, wanting to fall in love in the open and all that fun stuff, I guess. So Atmosphere was absolutely beautiful, wonderful. The ending just, so good. But yeah, those are the 2 books that I read. And of course, she's going to get 5 stars for Atmosphere. And that's going to be another yellow book. And now I have read, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Wait, I thought this one was only 60 books for some reason. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Okay, so this one actually covers 60 books. Okay, great. And now we're adding $8 into this. Now, I'm not adding anything today, but once we finish coloring the whole thing, then we're going to use it as a savings challenge and we'll cross off the books. I just want to keep tabs on it here because we talk about books at the beginning of Leftover Wednesday. All right, so for the books that I am currently reading, I am only reading one book, and it is called The Perfect Affair by Angela Henry. And I am about to finish the 3rd chapter, and so far so good. The first, or the prologue, or the first chapter was really interesting, completely out of the blue compared to the last 2 chapters I've been reading. It does have to do with a love affair. And it is on a college campus, professors, wives, affairs, dead bodies. We don't know, who done it. Is the body related? Is it not? So all that is in the first 2 chapters. So I am not spoiling anything. It's literally like the first 10 pages of the book. So I'm really intrigued and excited to continue reading it this week, and hopefully I can finish it. I will most likely have a lot more books either currently reading or finished next week, because this was my first week back at work, and I like to listen to audiobook at certain times of my job, whether when I'm pushing the stroller up long hills and long walks with the baby that I nanny for, or when I'm folding the baby's laundry, because I do the kids' laundry at my job. I'm a nanny, if you're new. And so I put on my headphones, I watch the monitor to make sure that the baby is alive and resting. And I listen to my audiobook while I do that, while I clean his bottles, all that fun stuff. So I'll definitely, hopefully, have more finished and currently reading books. Okay, so let's get to what I have left over in my wallet. Okay, so for my husband's wallet, he did have more. He had an extra 20, but he wanted to keep it in his wallet with the extra 100 that I gave him on this weekend. So in total, we have left over 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So he has $23 left over, plus the 20 that he kept in his wallet is $43, which is amazing. I was not able to add extra money into my wallet because I did the math wrong. I thought that because I had the week off, I still got paid for the week. So I thought I was going to have an extra $2,000 into my, in here, and not in here specifically, but in my budget. But I counted wrong. My vacation week paid. I can't talk. My vacation week that I get paid for is going to be in my check on Friday in a couple of days. So that's what my mistake was. I was like, oh, great, I'll have that, not extra 2,000. I get. So full disclosure, I make almost $5,000 a month with this one baby. I nanny. I work 9 hours a day, 5 days a week. Sometimes I do extra hours, or sometimes his sister is with us because her daycare is closed, and I will make an extra $5 an hour for having both kids. And so I think it was 1,000 something for 1 week and 1,000 something for 1 week. I'm not sure. I haven't really paid attention. I just know though it's almost 5K a month. But I pay my brother for taking care of my kids. We have a dog walker, which we have not had a dog walker. And I use some of my paycheck to do 2 weeks of mini Mondays. I get paid every 2 weeks. So I budget 2 weeks of mini Mondays, 2 weeks of Tiny Tuesdays, 1 week of Savings Challenge Thursdays, as well as my wallet and my husband's wallet for 2 weeks. So that's kind of where all of my money goes to. And if we have any left over, because I do clean 2 houses, that money we tend to cash stuff on Sundays, or I put it towards groceries, or I put it towards debt. So, okay, before I keep rambling on, let's see how much I have left over in my wallet. So in personal, We had 50 and we have 5, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So $13 in personal. Dining out it had 25 and now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $5. Groceries has nothing because we used our debit card. Household has 1 and 2, and I believe it had 10. I think I got some paper towels. Family Fun has 1, and it had 20, I believe. Kids has 0. Obviously, Oreo, nail, 0. Miscellaneous has 1 and 2. 1 and 2. But it does have $3. See, I didn't even write anything down. We went to an open house a couple of days ago for my daughter's kindergarten class to meet the teacher and, you know, talk to the principals. I already know all the staff, but, you know, for my daughter to kind of see who her friends are going to be, you know. And my son was bored while we were listening to the principals, and so he started drawing, and that's when we had to go. But in my miscellaneous, I only had 2, but I do have $3 plus the change that I had in here, which we won't be taking out till the end of the month. And the reason why I have the $3 out of the 5 for the miscellaneous was because my son counted his change in his piggy bank, and he had $3 that he could exchange $4. So I exchanged $3 out of our miscellaneous to give him the bills, and then there's his $3 in here. So technically there's still $5 in my miscellaneous, but not really, because we don't count that till we have enough to roll up some coins. So let's see how much we have this week. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, and 46. Okay, this is the lowest that we've had on Leftover Wednesdays, but the happy news is that we still have money left over. There was a time where we had no wallet at all. I didn't have a wallet, like, at all. I couldn't afford to buy a wallet, because if I afforded to buy a wallet, then I wouldn't have any money to put into it. And that is that is the story of my life. So that is why we had no wallet, and now we do, and we can put money in it. So let's put some money in it for this coming up week. Let's see here. Let's put it right here. Hopefully it's in focus. I think it should be, yeah, it should be focused. Okay, so in personal, we're going to add $50. And personal, I can use it however I like. So I tend to get myself coffee with this. Anything I want to buy. There's the art store around where I work, so I like to go in there because it's fun. Art stores are fun. Dining out's going to get 25. And I was good when it comes to grocery shopping, because I'm usually not the best. Because I have money in here, I'm like, I'll just eat out while I'm at work. Groceries is going to be 0 because we have stuff in the debit card. Households is going to get 10. But because the kids were starting school this week, I did a huge order of groceries and snacks and things like that to start the week off straight or right. And Family Fun's going to get 20. And I ordered myself some breakfast sandwiches to make it easy in the morning, because there was a lot of stuff that was on sale. So it was like 35% off for it. So I was like, okay, heck yeah. Because sometimes in the morning I'll forget my breakfast, and I will, kids are going to get 10. And I will buy like a $6, $7, you know, English muffin breakfast sandwich at Pete's Coffee. And that adds up. Oreo, nails. I also got some oatmeal. And in miscellaneous, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I got some snacks so that I can take with me. I bought a water bottle at Target so that I don't buy water while I'm out, because I don't like that. I've started to buy plastic water bottles because I keep not bringing any water with me, and it's starting to get hotter in San Francisco. So I want to make sure that I use my water bottle. And so I bought one. It was on sale. It was usually like $25, and I got it for $12. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, so let me make change, and I'll be right back. All right, so I have my money here ready to go, and let's find our clip. 2, 3, and 4. So this week we're going to be starting on number 4. So let's get to it. Number 4 is going to get 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. And yeah, I'm not sure where I left off because it's combobulated from looking for change. I'm really excited for the new school. See, I can't even talk. I'm really excited for the new school year. I met my kids' teachers last Friday. I mean, I already knew them, but you know, I'm introducing myself as my kids' teachers, not just as people that I know in the school. So I think it's completely different. And yeah, I'm excited for the new school year. My daughter's teacher is super kind and nice, and she's been a teacher for over 20 years. And then my son's teacher is one of 2 male teachers in the school. All the teachers are women. There was two more male teachers last year, but they retired. So there's only 2 left. The PE teacher and my son's 3rd grade teacher. But super chill guys. I really appreciate them and the way that they treat students. But yeah, I'm excited because they got accepted to an after-school program. I think I talked about this in their Monday or Tuesday's video a little bit. But they got accepted, both of them at the same program. They called me 2 days before school started last week. And I filled all the paperwork on Friday. Some of their friends are going there, so at least they know some people. They're going to help them with homework, which is great because I get home around like 5:30. So helping them with homework, doing dinner. Same thing with my husband on his days off, you know, having to do homework and then do dinner. And we like to take them to the playground every day after school, or, you know, my husband does now that I work till 5:30. So my brother would take them to school, which is another thing. My brother is not going to be taking care of them after school anymore. And okay, we have $1 left, so it's going into number 2. So number 3 is where we're starting next. Let's use this flower one. Okay, and now that we have everything set up, let's put this away. We're all set. I don't think we're going to finish anything, but just in case. Let's get to number 1. And I got this at Daiso because I was tired of rummaging through my bag. So let's do, let's see, what color did we do last time? We did blue last time. So let's do this greeny here. I don't know what color would that be? Let me know. Okay, so in number 1, we have the Savings Girly, and I made each book. Oh no, we already used this one. Let's do pink. Yeah, pink. Okay, so it's $2 per book, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're gonna be putting that aside for something else, and we're gonna be crossing off. We're gonna be crossing off 2 books. So 2, 4, and now we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. And we do not have any any money to exchange for the ones today. And this was going to our Capital One credit card, which is great because I am itching to get that paid, which brings me to my brother not taking care of my kids anymore. I'm not going to be paying him the money that I was paying him for him to pick them up and take care of them while I was at work. So now I'm going to have an extra $300 a week to add to my budget, which is about $1,200 a month, which is insane. So now for this one, for Livy Land, we have 1, 2, and 3. And do we have any 3s? We do not have any 3s, but we have a 1, and we can cross off a 4. That is great. Ta-da. Now we have what? What do we have left? We have a 9 and a 7. Oh boy. Okay, so with Living Land, we have 20, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, and $58. And this one is going to our emergency fund, which we 100% depleted. Okay, so my kid has some dental stuff, and yeah. So for number 3, we got, how much money did we get? We got 1 and 2, and this one is from Sav Saves. This was a freebie with an order that I purchased from her, and we have $2 right here. Perfect. And now with Sav Saves, we have 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. That is awesome. And this one goes to retirement. I am so excited for this. Yeah, so I took all the money out of my emergency and savings envelopes, as well as depleted some other ones because my kid had to have a bunch of dental stuff happening. I think I will talk about that a little bit more tomorrow, though. Okay, so here we have Saturn's Vault, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. $7. So we have a 4 and a 3. That's our last 3. And now in here we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and $22 with Saturn's Vault. And this one goes to Oreo's Emergency Fund, which is our doggy who just yawned and snored at the same time. All right. But yeah, I'm going to have an extra $1,200 in my budget. So I am definitely going to be giving myself a little bit more in my wallet, a little bit more in my husband's wallet, as well as making extra payments towards my credit cards. So hopefully, what is this? So hopefully we can pay off that Capital One card in the next month. Because I only owe like 200 and something on there. So yeah. Okay. And then we can tackle our $3,000 debit credit card that we have left, and we only have one after that. Okay, so in here we have another one from Living Land, and in here we needed 2, 4, and we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's awesome. We finished something. I didn't think we were gonna do that. 2, 4. Oreo. Oh my goodness, she is just snoring up a storm. Okay, so with Living Land we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and $26. $26 con Living Land. Oh my God, Oreo. And this one's going to month ahead. Yay. Okay. So $26 for month ahead. That is awesome. I am so excited about this. And we'll put that into our month ahead binder at the end of this video. So let's pick something in here. I just downloaded these, so I think I'm going to use one of these. No, not that one. Okay, I think I'm going to use one of these. These are from Becca Can Budget. Becca Can Budget. Aren't these super cute? Look at how luscious and beautiful she is. I mean, come on. Look at her. She's so cute. And look. Oh, I love her hair. I love her hair. I had my hair cut like that a year after my son was born, and I loved it so much. Fairy Little Steps. I love it. Let It Grow. And Belief in Yourself. Okay, so I'm not sure which one should we do. Let's do the one on the top with the leaves. Yeah, I definitely want to do that one. And then should we roll a 4-sided die or a 6-sided die? Let's see here. Let's do the leaves. The leaves are gonna be, this is gonna be a hefty one. Let's do the leaves $5. Ooh, okay. And then we'll roll a 4-sided die, and that way it has 1 through 4s. So let's go. We got a 4 here. We have a 3, a 4. Oh, come on. I said hefty. A 3, a 3. A 2, finally. Some wiggle room, a 1. A 4. a 3, and a 2. Perfect. Now, before we continue, I'm going to do a little thumbnail. All right. Okay, so let's put this one in number 5. Oh, and then we have to write down where it's going. So this is going to month ahead. Now, if you would like, I will leave my first ever leftover video. I think it pops up on the right side so that you can check out. I talk about the different goals that I have for each envelope and what category they are. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and watch that one. It is the first one of our leftover series. And I think I created this series. I don't think anybody else has a Leftover Wednesday series. Maybe somebody has like a leftover series, but I would love for you to participate if you want to. It's up to you, but feel free to take it, steal it, save some money with it. I know some of you have already done that, and I've watched your videos, and I'm so excited for you. Okay, so next up is a Budget with Amanda, and this one, each frog saves us $5, and this week we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great. We can at least cross one off. Awesome. And then now in here we have 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and $30. And this one is going to kids savings, and anything in kids savings I split 50-50, 50% to my daughter, 50% to my son. Okay, and then number 7 we have another one from the Savings Girly, and this one is $1 each, so we definitely can cross something off today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, $5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. And in here we now have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and $18. And I love this one so much. It says, you add spice to my life. And this one is going to home decor, which is great because we depleted everything in there. I bought some stuff for the house. I got some towels. I got some stuff for my daughter's room. I got a new blanket, which now is my daughter's because she took it. It's okay. I'll get it back. All right, next up is my freebie on Ko-fi. And if you are new, all my savings challenges are free on Ko-fi. And I do have a listing that I'll show you right here on Ko-fi where you can add this listing plus all the savings challenges you want printed and cut and laminated, and I will do that for you and ship it out to you. You just got to make sure that you add one of the listings per savings challenge. The savings challenge are still free, so you can print them out at home if you like, but again, if you want me to print them out for you and laminate them for you and ship them out, you also have that option now. And this week we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have $6 this week, and I could do 2 3s or 1 4 and a 2. Let's do 4 and a 2. All right, so now with my freebie on Ko-fi, we have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and $17. And this one is going to health, which is great because we depleted that as well. I got my contact prescription filled, as well as I had to take a new eye test for that. Every year, contacts. And of course, my eyes never changed, but this time they got worse a little bit, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But still, both my eyes are the same. They're the same prescription, so I don't have to buy 2 boxes of different prescriptions. I could just buy 1 box, and I can use it for both eyes, so I call that a win. Okay, next up is Little Sprouts PG, and this one saves us $3 each circle, and we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, so we're going to put $1 to the side, and we're going to color in 1 circle. Perfect. And now in here we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. $12, and this one's going to our 100 envelope challenge. Oh, I'm so excited about that. because we are close to the $20 mark, the $20 slot. So I'm excited for that. Okay, and so in our last envelope, we have another freebie of mine. This one again is also free on Ko-fi, and we're gonna add that leftover one in here. And I made the small hearts $1 and the big hearts $2. And this week we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. We can cross off another 3 big hearts. 2, 4, 6. And now in here we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and $12. Perfect. Yay. So we only finished one today, which is amazing because I didn't think that we were going to finish anything. Oh, and this one goes to our Amazon Prime debit card, credit card. So it goes to debt. This is our like 3,500 that we owe 3,000 on here. Okay. And that is it for Leftover Wednesdays. Let's put our Finish Savings Challenge into our month ahead binder. All right, this is our month ahead binder. We stuff this once a month with Tiny Tuesdays, anything in Tiny Tuesdays at the end of the month. We see how much we saved in that month, and then we stuff that into our month ahead binder. And as of a few weeks ago, I added Leftover Wednesdays to that. So one of our envelopes in Leftover Wednesdays goes directly to month ahead, which is what we finished today. And we're not going to cash stuff it into my different envelopes. We're just going to put it in the binder itself. So first up right here, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of this. What is that? Oh, it's from the scratch offs because this was right next to my savings challenges. So it's a little scratch thing. Okay, so first up, this is from Budget with Amanda. It says, we care to save very much. And this is, it was available in her Etsy. I'm not sure if it still is because I know she sells out really quick of a lot of her stuff. She's very popular. And then everything else in here, all the inserts are from Little Potato Saver on Etsy as well. So what I do with this is I'm going to leave it behind this budget sheet right here. And then at the end of August, when we allocate what we saved in Tiny Tuesdays for August, we will include that money as well, and we will cash stuff it. So in May, we added $109. In June, we added $148. And in July, $247 with just Tiny Tuesdays plus one of the Leftover Wednesday savings challenges. So in here, I have rent, groceries, emergency, credit card, pet fund, transportation, cell phone, medical, entertainment fund, electricity, household, subscriptions, internet, and gas. Now, I did not put them in order of priority. I put them in order of which one was the most expensive to least expensive so that I can, when we cash stuff this binder at the end of the month, I can put in highest denominations, and then that way I'm not flipping through it and be like, oh, do we have $3? Is there one with $3? Like, you know, I could just go to the back and go, oh, the $3 one is the last one, you know? All right, so thank you for joining me for Leftover Wednesdays. I will see you guys tomorrow for our Savings Challenge Thursday. And then on Friday, I have my YouTube paycheck, which I'm so excited about. Okay, bye.